defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Tate. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Going right to work up top. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and that's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
Looking downfield, it's Sayin. Fires to the big fella. Can't come in half-stepping to tackle this guy. Too much strength and power. He's up to the 25. Quarterback making checks. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Gets it out quickly. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. And the Buckeyes in the hurry-up.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Fires to the wideout. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. Guys, LSU has the lead here. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. On the move, it's Berry. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
To throw, it's Nussmeier. The short hands, it's Thomas. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin them deep. And they won't be able to down it. It goes into the end zone for a touchback. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. The Buckeyes moving quickly to the line.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So after the flag, a fresh set of downs for the offense. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. He uncorks a bullet to the right. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. One big play can really flip the script of a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just outside the 30. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quarterback extends the play. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, give the defense credit because they're forcing this quarterback to throw into very small windows under duress.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's Sayin. Unloads to the wideout. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions. You've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz. Because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions have them staring at 3rd and 10. Wants to throw it. Right down the middle. It's caught downfield. Defense makes the stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Looking to fire. Get it out on the screen. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
Nice job by the defense forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
They'll come to the line just 1 yard shy of the goal line on 3rd down. Making side adjustments here. They'll run play action. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. He's at the 50, the 30, at the 20. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
And the extra point was good. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead and they're trying to hold on to it. He'll bring it out. It's Graham. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Looking to throw, it's Sayin. He fires to the left side. He's got it inside the 30. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam. The defense finally got it. To the air on 1st down. Gets rid of it. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
and that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Good quickness to grab it off the bounce. Now the connection takes it to the 11. The Buckeyes want to pick up the tempo. They'll go back to the ground. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Going to swing it on second down. Buying some time. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Might be changing the route. On third and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Another interception. That's his fourth of the day. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half. A lot of real estate in front of them as the drive starts at their own 6. Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. Lofts one deep down the right side. Pulls it in down the sideline. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. It's hard to think of many things in football more deflating than making a big play like that and having it wiped out by a penalty. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Takes the handoff. It's Durham. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? The give to the back. Oh, he's got some space. Rumbles up to the 27 before going out of bounds, and the running game gets it done there.
That is exactly what you want from your offense. Create some space, get out of the shadow of your own end zone, Palmer, and make it easier on this offense.
Yeah, it's nice when you have a running back like that, too, that can create that space for you. Now, if you're the play caller, your entire playbook is wide open.
So the first half has come to a close. We'll take a break and head over to the halftime show. He'll put toe to leather and get this second half started. He'll bring it out. It's Tate. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
And the Buckeyes want to crank the tempo. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Dropping back, it's Sayin. He wants to go deep. It's caught. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. The Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. Shows him the stiff arm. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Off the play fake. Lets it fly deep downfield. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Got his man on the right. And the defense was right there to make the tackle, but not before they get it to the 12 and set up in the red zone. From the gun, running back gets the give. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Wants to go up top. Fires to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the catch! Into the end zone! Touchdown, Ohio State! Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it out. It's Thomas. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Using his legs, it's Berry. Breaks into the open. Changing on the move. It'll be a 1st down at the 29.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge game? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the 2nd half. We've got the lead, 3rd quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
Spits it out to the back. He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be 3rd down.
Well, a great job in coverage on the back end by the defense. You just got to finish the play. That should have been a pick.
The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on 3rd down. To the air, it's Nussmeier. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a 4th down. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fires to the right. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
And good job by the defense. The defense clearly knew where they were going with the football. Double coverage out wide, making sure they don't give up a touchdown to that guy. Nice job by the defense.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. Quickly complete. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
Wants to throw on first down. The throw. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Man, those are frustrating because you know you're supposed to catch that. You're supposed to secure it. It's going to happen, but it's just frustrating for those receivers. Just tap the chest. My bad, dog.
Back to pass. It's Sayin. The throw. And the pass is incomplete. Jarred loose by the hit.
We know about this running back's versatility. He's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Trying to find his man in the middle. And this is hauled in at the 20-yard line. The Buckeyes racing to the line in a hurry up. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Fires complete on the crosser. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. First and goal from the 7. One final play before the end of the quarter. Might be calling a hot route. He's looking to throw. Fires into the end zone. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Leaves it with the back. Nowhere to go on that run, and that brings us to the end of the third quarter. Guys, LSU has the lead here. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Turning it on. Past the 50, the 40, at the 30. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Tigers. He got a step and just dusted the field.
I mean, let's go. That's a day's worth of yards right there on one carry. The home run hitter takes the snap, gets the football. He does the rest, shows off the speed, taking it 90-plus yards to the house.
And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the fourth. Fielded in the end zone, it's Graham. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. There's a lot of pressure when you have that number 1 beside your name, and perhaps it was the pressure, perhaps it was just... Going for it all. Catch inside the 25. A massive pickup on that one, and they're in business at the 21. This guy's going after a day sort of like the one Joey Galloway had against Michigan State in '93, already well on his way.
And Joey Galloway had that Bayou speed, that Freaky Friday speed, and he's got it too. I mean, just such a dynamic weapon on the outside. It's a good idea to find him and throw him the football early, in the middle, and late.
Wants to adjust the pattern. To the air, it's Sayin. Going for 6. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Fired in from the red zone for the score. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. They bring him down, but not before a really good return sets up this offense in solid field position. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time.
The defense, obviously, at this point is trailing. They need to get the football back. They're expecting run. They know the offense is going to try and bleed the clock, so you've got to be good at the point of attack. They were right there. They gave up nothing on that run.
The give to the back. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Looking for a man, it's Nussmeier. Throws for the tight end. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. Off play action. Takes a hit as he fires. This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
I definitely am trying to be a little bit conservative. I can't be cautious, but I want to be a little bit conservative. Up 2 possessions. The clock is my friend. I got the football. The worst thing I can do is throw an interception, turn the football over, stop the clock, give them the...
He uncorks one deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They're dealing with a second and long. Quarterback may change this route. After the incompletion, they go back up top. He's not afraid to go deep. And he throws yet another interception. Does he know which colored jerseys they're wearing? He'll try to take it back. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown LSU!
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on a team from the SEC, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. LSU will put a foot to it for the opening kickoff. Coming out with it, it's Tate. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. The give on the inside. There he goes. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one. And the Buckeyes will hustle to the line. Past the first down marker and still running. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
They'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. It's 1st and 5. And some room to work. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. Looking for a man. It's Sayin. Finds his tight end. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give to the tailback. Thrust that arm out.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
This dude will pick you apart if you give him time. You better get to him. You better make him feel uncomfortable. This defense did that. Nice job by the defense, hurrying the quarterback through his thought process.
Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. They'll try to power their way ahead. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32. The Buckeyes kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. The offense changing the play. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab down the middle.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
So first down in the red zone, and this crowd getting behind its defense. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. He's got it, and he will score. Touchdown, Ohio State.
You love as a head coach to watch your offense take the field and establish a rhythm and consistency the way they did there. Everything they dialed up was working to perfection. They go 10 plays on the opening drive and cap it off with a touchdown.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They march 79 yards on the drive, and the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Thomas. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll try the run. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. Makes the stop at the 32, and he picks up 10 on that play.
That's a really nice run. One thing I love about him is he's got versatility. He reminds me of a guy I used to play against back in the day, Kevin Falk. He could catch the ball, he could run the ball, he could block, he returned.
That's a fumble. And the fumble goes out of bounds. He'll maintain possession, actually picked up yardage on the play.
Ooh, offense really lucky there. Ball on the ground. Everybody's trying to make a scramble for it, and it just goes out of bounds. So the offense lucky to maintain possession.
Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, it's so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They go to the ground. Oh, he's got some space. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number one. It was priority number one. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
The Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. To the ground with the back. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. They've got a first down here to open the period. Give to the running back. Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he runs it in for the score. Touchdown LSU! Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
Man, what a nice touchdown run, and this is a team effort, right? It's got to start with the offensive line to give you that crease, and then the wide receivers start to kick in, and the running back, he handles the rest. Nice touchdown run.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it out. It's Graham. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Back to throw, it's Sayin. Makes the catch, it's Tate. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. They'll move the wide receiver. Second down, they'll go to the air. Caught over the middle. It's Smith. Breaks into the open. Oh, better look out. He's at the 10, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Thomas. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Pulls it in. It's Durham. On the move at the 30. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Looking downfield, it's Nussmeier. Going for the big play. And it's picked off at the goal line. Got room on the return. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
Makes the grab. It's Tate. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. And the Buckeyes come to the line in a hurry up. They'll go to the air on second and short. Grabbed over the middle. It's Peoples. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to keep it in the air. Finds his man. It's Tate. How about picking up tough yards like that as he gets to the 22? Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. The Buckeyes can really attack on this second and short. Back to pass. Grab near the marker. It's Peoples. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. The Buckeyes trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. Scanning the field, it's Sayin. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And this quarterback really does a great job of seeing the defense, seeing what kind of coverage they're in. And I think when this offense goes empty and they spread the defense out, it just makes it so much more simple for the QB to see what the defense is doing pre-snap and then post-snap. You can tell he's playing in a great rhythm right now because he's seeing the field, and these empty sets are really helping him out.
So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. So the kick goes out of bounds, and the ball will be placed at the 40 to start this drive. On the ground, it's Durham. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time.
Going to throw it over the top of the knee. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field, because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Leaves it with the running back. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's what makes this defense so difficult to run against. They've got guys up front that just push offensive linemen backwards. They basically push the blockers right into the lap of that running back.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. They go right back to it. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. And the Buckeyes headed quickly to the line. To throw, it's Sayin. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Complete with conviction on the crosser. They'll start this one from the 29 on 1st down. Motion from the wide receiver. Use the play fake, now to throw. He rifles one deep down the right side. Oh, it's picked off. Bringing it back. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. They'll start this drive going to the air. With the catch, it's Anderson. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pocket breaking down. Oh, man, what a missed opportunity. Big fella almost got to run with the ball. Instead, it falls incomplete and brings up 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. He'll take a shot. And that one is right on target if his target was the 1st row.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
Well, that's the 2nd pick in as many series now for this quarterback. But, David, I love the defense right now and the way they're reading and reacting to all these route concepts. I mean, they are all over these guys on the back end.
All over the field, making plays. Listen, you're supposed to see the quarterback break on the football. You've seen several breaks on the football. Your job is to know what the offense does really, really well, and you can tell this defense is dialed in, and they know exactly what this offense wants to accomplish.
Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. And that'll do it. Here in the second quarter, halftime has arrived, and we head to the studio. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we are ready to put toe to leather. He'll bring it out. It's Thomas. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected.
They got him for the sack, and now get the ball back after the fourth down stop.
Yeah, and down by 2 scores, and I guess you get to the point where you got to say, I'm going to go for it. We got to be aggressive. We got to make this happen. They tried to make it happen. The defense comes up big. Now, it is not looking good.
Here's the handoff. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Operating in the red zone here on second down. He might want another play. To the air, it's Sayin. Into the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruined the drive with a turnover. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Will run the offense out onto the field. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last. Lofts one high and deep. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business.
What a game-changing play by this defense. Nice job. You got them backed up in their own territory coming out. Now you force the turnover, set your offense up with some great scoring field position.
This offense has it with really good field position. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Got his man. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. The Buckeyes want to move quickly. Trying to barge in. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
The play action fake. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
And they knocked through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. Fielded in the end zone, it's Thomas. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. Power football with the run. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
And just a great job by the defense being stout. All right, that's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Nearly picked off there, and he might be the last guy on the field you'd expect to drop that one. It'll be third down. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Wants to throw. It's Nussmeier. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. And the rush will get to him at the 25. And how about this Buckeye defense? This is not all flash and score around here these days.
And when you've seen Ohio State really be great and make those playoff runs, you always pick out those big defensive linemen that can get their hands on the quarterback and get him on the ground like they did right here.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. Third and long. Ball's at the 25. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Blasted as he lets it go.
Well, in a situation like that where it's third and long, there's not a lot of plays to get that thing completed and keep the drive moving. So you're just trying to buy yourself some real estate and help your punter out.
Despite failing earlier on fourth down, they will try again here. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Looking deep down the right side. And it's batted away, and the fourth down play doesn't convert. They'll get spectacle, a cavalcade of dancing lights trying to hype this crowd into a frenzy, and it's working because they know what a huge matchup is in store. Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the LSU Tigers, taking on the 5th-ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. Coming out with it, it's Tate. He gets it across the 25 to the 27 after bringing it out of the end zone. Looking for space, it's Peoples. Knocked down after getting 6 all the way out to the 34-yard line. The Buckeyes are in the hurry-up.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. They get to the line quickly.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. After the miscue, 1st and 15 for this offense. Looking to throw, it's Sayed. Gonna let it fly. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a first down. And the Buckeyes have their offense in high gear. This is one of the great atmospheres in the sport, but this crowd demands to be entertained, and they are entertained right now.
Yeah, and when you got playmakers that you can throw the ball to down the field like Ohio State does consistently every year, you always expect this. This fan base goes nuts because year after year they have elite playmakers.
That's reeled in. It's Tate. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give them a first down. The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Knocked down at the 27 after a pickup of 5. 6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. He wants to change this route. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. He can be dangerous with the ball in his hands, but no room to return that pick, and they'll go on offense from the 21. So the opening drive of the game, and you spit it up. That's not the way to get things started.
Coaches are always preaching about not committing penalties and winning the turnover battle. So you're able to go on this first drive, and you're doing a couple positive things, and then turn it over, not to start this offense.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
On on the ground. It's Durham. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Running back searching for a hole. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
And man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get...
Fires into traffic, picked off. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
And I love night games because you have all day to get excited, get jacked up. And you could tell, QB might have been a little too excited. Forcing the ball into coverage on the first pass attempt, creating the interception. Now this defense has set this offense up in a great position to get some early momentum.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Quarterback making checks. Looking to throw, it's Sayin. Fires to the wideout. Snagged in the middle, it's Smith. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. To the air on 1st down. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
Yeah, and you've already seen him make a critical mistake earlier in the ball game, and you're going to make more of them if you don't make your feet a priority. Just pause for a second, steady those feet, get them quiet. Now I can make it more accurate throw.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Lets it fly. To the end zone, and it's picked off.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent. He's making bad decisions.
Gets away from one. He's got space. Off to the races to the right. Inside the 30. The 10. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Tigers.
What a big-time run. He's still running. Over 90 yards. That's one of those when you're running to the end zone, you're looking behind you, you're looking on the Jumbotron to see if anybody's going to catch him, and nobody's going to catch him on that huge touchdown run.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Tate. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Motion from the wideout. Looking to pass. It's Sayin. With the catch, it's Tate. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. The Buckeyes in the hurry-up. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Quarterback strolling away from Heath. Now he'll throw back into the middle. And that will fall incomplete, and we have played one. Boy, they tried to end the first quarter on a high note to no avail. Second quarter's coming. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. Gets the back moving. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Finds his big tight end. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. What a turning point this could be. The offense is going for it inside its own 30. Quarterback making adjustments. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Lets it fly. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Then that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score. David, see if they can do it again.
Yeah, and I find it hard-pressed they're not going to give it right back to him. You break that long of a run, get a touchdown, Jesse, I'm assuming he's going to touch it again.
You're absolutely right, Dave. And everybody in the stadium, I think, is expecting him to get it again, too. Big-time players make big plays in big games. Let's see what he can do here.
They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Makes the catch. It's Anderson. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on third down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is third down conversion percentage. If you're a great third down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill third down so much in practice.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. Here comes the heat. Nowhere to go with the ball and down. He goes at the 39. And this defense, this crowd, this atmosphere, it can rattle an offense in a hurry.
You can shake them up. When you can get to the quarterback and affect them, we all know they become very human. They start seeing things. And with this crowd,
Turning it on. Oh, and after the big gain, the ball's loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Looking for a crease, it's Peoples. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Clock's running and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. And it's his 4th interception of the game. Looking for more room. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Tigers. Look, I know it's only the 2nd quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
no doubt, when your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They'll go to the ground. Runs through the tackle. Past the sticks, and he may get more. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. Making side adjustments here. To the air, it's Sayin. Dances away. Now he'll turn one loose back to the middle. He's got it on the right. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
One of the things I love about this quarterback, David, is that he keeps his eyes downfield when he gets outside the pocket. He might have had an opportunity to take off running with that, but he knew he had an opportunity for an even bigger play. But how about the run after the catch?
And that's great. You love that about the quarterbacks, but it's so frustrating when you got a guy that just breaks the contain of the pocket, breaks down your defense. Now you got to cover longer in the back end, and you can tell he comes free, he sees him, catches it, and walks right into the end zone.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it out. It's Anderson. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. On the move. Finds a little space. There he goes. The 40. The 20. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. He from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Man, it's easy to call plays when I got guys like this who can take the ball and rip it 70-plus to the house. How about the speed? He showed you a little bit of wiggle. This dude's got it all. Nice touchdown run by the running back.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Graham. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. He'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. From the gun, they'll try the middle.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not second and long. It's not third and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Well, that's just a miss by the quarterback. That's a simple slant route. That ball's got to be thrown out in front or put in the face mask of the receiver. Bad throw by the keeper.
He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Trying to beat the D deep. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wide receiver going in motion. Back to pass, it's Sayin. He turns that loose down the right side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unleashes one. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
It's a nice job by the receiver working past the sticks. Looked like it was going to be a first down by the offense, but how about the physical play knocking that ball loose?
3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
And I don't know how to explain that one. 4th down and long. The percentages are low anyways. And on your side of the field, that is not the way I want to create momentum or start my first half. I'm not sure what they were thinking on offense.
Looking for the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
Well, after getting the takeaway now, you're in the fringe area just outside the red zone. The offense trying to stay aggressive. They're throwing it right away, seeing if they can catch the defense sleeping after now just coming on the field. Give the defense credit. They were aware. They were ready for it. Made sure that one fell incomplete.
Working that left side. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to go up top on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Taking it the other way. The 40. The 20. Touchdown Buckeyes. And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick six. Just one moment and all of a sudden the fortunes turn.
You're in a position where you're about to give up points. And now you flip that around and you put points on the board. Perfectly executed. What do you do in an interception? First guy blocks the intended receiver. Everybody else starts to form a wall where the ball's going. Nice blocking, nice interception, nice return for the touchdown.
And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. So that'll do it here in the first half. Stay tuned. Halftime is coming. And the Buckeyes will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And a special teams miscue as the kickoff goes out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Using his legs, it's Durham. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes second down easier. The play caller looking at his shoot going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it, still in a great position, ready to stay ahead of the chains.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
Hang on, Sloopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on third down. Handoff to the single back. Oh, he's got some space. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Looking downfield, it's Nussmeier. Grabbed in the middle, it's Hill.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there, and how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Tigers come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. On third and short, they'll ride the running back here. At the 20, he's got space. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Tigers!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And he closed the deal by scooting 31 yards for the score. He'll bring it out. It's Tate. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Finds the tight end. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Buckeyes moving quickly to the line.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Might be changing the route. Back to throw, it's Sayin. They're working that left side. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Inside, touchdown, Ohio State. And the comeback is on.
This receiver is dangerous because of what he can do after the catch. Once he has the football, he is so good at making defenders miss. You saw it on that one.
Ready to try the point after. And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. On the run, it's Durham. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
If you're the defense, you know that running back is the guy you've now got to stop. He's had a lot of touches in this game. Yes, he's made a lot of plays, but you've got a chance to win here. If you're going to do that, you need to take him away.
Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not opening up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.